President Irfaan Ali, at a housing outreach on Friday morning dubbed The Dream Realized at the Ghana National Stadium, delivered the keynote address where he restated his government's commitment to distributing 50,000 house lots and building 25,000 homes over the next 5 years. The president, while addressing the impressive gathering, posited that the way to realizing this dream is through partnerships with the private sector, such as lending institutions, insurance companies, building materials suppliers, etc., and which would also promote economies of scale, which speaks to a system of increasing production in a business while reducing costs. He also took the opportunity to remind that the partnerships must not only be profit-driven, but that the benefits must trickle down to the people.
We have to create partnerships. The minister spoke about this extensively. But our partners must also come into the program understanding that they have a social responsibility. So the partnership must not be driven exclusively on profit margins.
The president further spoke to interconnected infrastructural networks, such as the proposed Ogle Access Road to Diamond, which would eventually be linked to Temeri, thereby allowing for easy access to central commercial hubs and other institutions within a 25-minute time span, while also reminding applicants that they should not miss their opportunity to own their own homes in some of the far-flung communities, since these areas would eventually be opened up and access would become much easier. President Ali further posited that he has already begun advertising via local media for capital investments to the tune of $250 million to finance the housing drive, while he had also recently engaged the Emir of Qatar to access funds through a Qatari loan, which will also contribute to the developmental agenda. He also spoke to bilateral and multilateral engagements with regional heads on housing development and financing.
But we have recently launched an ad in the newspaper to raise $250 million for the housing sector. And we invited individuals or agencies to submit term sheets. I must tell you, the response has been nothing but overwhelming.
The president, while noting that his administration is aiming to distribute 5,000 homes by November, posited that his administration is also targeting young professionals such as nurses, teachers, members of the joint services, farmers, et al. He also spoke to housing drives for migrants such as those who are returning from Venezuela, those in the diaspora, and also housing drives for the hinterland communities.
Then we have a large migrant population, Guyanese originally who are coming back from Venezuela, who are resettling back in Guyana. That is another new target group that we have to look at. That presents challenges also for the housing program.
In conclusion, the president reminded that dreams without action remain dreams, and further posited that the initiatives outlined are geared towards uniting the country and rekindling hope for the nation, while he also took the opportunity to distribute land titles to persons who have already fulfilled their financial obligation with the ministry. Prior to being elected president, Irfaan Ali had served as the Minister of Housing and Water, as well as Minister responsible for Tourism, Industry and Commerce. Wendell Badrie for the HGP Nightly News.